Well, hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you all. It's been a while. Nice to see you all. What are we doing? It's been a while. Nice to see you all. We got feedback. All right, it's gone. Hi. I'm still dressed up for Aquashella. It's my Aquashella shirt and my credentials. I put my sticker on the front of it. It was an absolute gas. Absolute gas. I got there about 9 o'clock Saturday morning, drove through from about 6. And nobody was there. It was early. And I didn't know my way around. I finally figured out I could get credentials, which I didn't know I could do after I bought the ticket, mind you. So I got in, went in, ran into, who in the world was it? Ran into John from KD Tropicals. And he said, sure, come on in. There's plenty of room. We're just mixing it up in there at the YouTube booth. So I did, and he was right. It was utterly wonderful. I had so many people come up to me and say, Father Fish, I watch all your videos. A couple of people said, they set up Father Fish tanks, and they're wonderful. They love them. They're having great fun with them. So I passed out a bunch of little stickers and bumper stickers and algae scrapers and whatnot, and walked around and just had a wonderful time. It was amazing. By mid-afternoon on Sunday, I was spent. So I asked Melissa, who was helping me. She really encouraged me to go. I probably would not have gone if she had not encouraged me. I met Melissa over on Discord. Thank you. Who was it? Alexander posted the Discord channel this morning. I met her over there. She had some ram eggs that she was trying to figure out what to do with. So we helped her hatch them out, fed the babies, and grew the babies up. And now she has rams that are like, I don't know, almost full growth. She's close to having pairs come out of it. So wonderful. Anyway, she met me over there and kind of helped me around. I was having trouble. I've been having trouble walking any distance at all Um, but it helped. And I think it made me stronger. I must have walked 10 miles in a day and a half. It was, the place is enormous, the Gaylord. It's miles of walkways. Huge, huge hotel. Just incredible. Let's see who's here. Maple Street. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Natural Aquarist. Aquarist, sorry. Natural Aquarist is here. Hello, hello, Bidabort. Hi, Bidabort from Sweden. Let's see, Jean Campbell. Hi, Jean. Yeah, I've missed chatting with you all as well. I've been doing a lot of chatting, though, over on Discord. T-Bone said he didn't know how to get there. It's really quite simple. If you will go to, excuse me, go to my home page, go to my YouTube page, and on the community button, press the community button. Scroll down until you come to the Discord link. Click on that link, and it'll take you right there. It'll take you to an entry. I think you have to click to enter, and then you're in. It's really quite simple. So try that, and do come on over. It's just an absolutely wonderful conversation that's going on. There are about 300 people over there now, going on 24/7. I think we broke 300 last week. So it's quite a good deal and quite a lot of fun. You can post pictures, you can do videos, you can grow on the channel and become a shark. It's a kick in the head. Come join us, please. Brad Hobbies, it's happening. Yes, indeed, Brad. It absolutely is. Derek Thompson, hello. And all the guys we already said hello to. Wayne Mermaid, T-Bone, Roman, Paul C., Naresh, Karen Naresh, Derek Thompson. Let's see, let me just run down here. Xanadu. How are you, Xanadu? Let me get back up on, if I can do this on YouTube, it'll be easier. Oh, Wayne Todd. Wayne, how come you don't have a wrench? You do now. Glassbox Fox. Hi, Glassbox Fox. Chris Trapp. T-Bone, I think I said T-Bone. Hi, T-Bone. James Green. Got what a mob in here. How many are in here? 44 and coming on strong. Oh, T-Bone. Aquashella was astounding. I'm way back. Actually, I'm looking at comments from before we even went live. Let's see. Let me go live here. Go down to the live. Deborah Shear. DL Myth. Hello, DL Myth. Discord is great for those on the fence. Lots of happy people there willing to help out. DL, absolutely right. It really, really is. There are probably, well, all of the sharks. There are 25 sharks. And they're all chomping at the bit to help people. Plus, they have so much fun. There's a meme channel, a meme forum, I should call it, that is to blow your mind. It's amazing. Family friendly. It's all family friendly. Some of the conversations get a little deep, but it's family friendly. And just a lot of fun. You need to do it. If you're missing these daily live streams, you need to come over there. That's a 24/7 live stream. And we do have live streaming there. We've only done it a little bit. We're going to try to figure out how to do it more to get more people involved. But what fun. Let's see. Derek Thompson is talking about powdered eggshells to bring the pH up. Great way to put calcium in your water. And it keeps it holds up for a long time. Some people crush it and cook it to kind of break it down. You can actually throw it in the tank raw. I mean, it's fine either way. The shell does break down in the water. It is soluble. The egg shell is soluble. Get that? Isn't that interesting? It's pure calcium. My beard's weird this morning. Anyway, let's see. You know what I wanted to do? Patrick Murphy, Tam Shepard. Hi, Tam. Wayne Todd. Hello, Wayne. Ever sheer by the board, Emily Stevens Rohan. I think we're keeping up fairly well here. Chris Trapp. KH and GH can be higher or lower than one another, provide no real indication of each other. Absolutely true. KH is a measurement of bicarbonates and carbonates, GH of total calcium and magnesium. KH, bicarbonates and carbonates, right. So if your pH is low, it lacks carbonates. And one way to fix that is with eggshell. You can also put, baking soda works, but it's a short-term fix, and it contains enough salt that it's not particularly helpful for many of the invertebrates. So it's really not recommended. In a pinch, if you're really up against it, use it. It's not going to kill anything in one dose, but use it very sparingly. Don't put a lot in. A teaspoon to 50 gallons is more than enough. So you really don't need much. If you can find any kind of calcium, it has carbonates in it, and it works perfectly well. Most calcium has carbonates. If you can buy containers, large containers of carbonate, calcium carbonate, from any shop that specializes in saltwater fish. They carry it in order to keep pH up, and it works brilliantly. Don't use the liquid pH up that you get with a pH test kit. It's just not helpful. All it is baking soda. So it's really not helpful at all. Anyway, Maple Street Aquatics, hello to you. How are you? Who else is here? Derek Thompson just found 2 snail egg clusters above the waterline. Can I leave them where they are? Or should I do something with them? Those are mystery snail eggs. It's a type of apple snail, but it's not a plant-eating apple snail, and it's not one that's viviparous. That is, it doesn't bear its young live. It lays these little, what look like mud dauber, what look for all the world like a mud dauber nest, if you know what that is. It's a wasp nest. It's above the water level. It needs to stay damp. Leave it where it is. It's in a place that's going to work perfectly. If it falls off, set it on top of something on the top of the tank, preferably a small piece of glass or a piece of a fairly like 1/4 inch or better screen, so that when the babies hatch, they'll fall through into the water. That's the whole idea. When the babies hatch, you want them to be able to fall into the water, and you will have a tank full of mystery snails in no time. Derek says baking soda is a bit rough on some fish, like Hill Street loaches, which is why I use eggshells. Crushed coral works, but he's cheap. Crushed coral does work, and you can get it free here in Florida because it washes up on the beach. I don't think it's legal to pick it up, but nevertheless. All right. Okay, I think I'm current on the chat. 42 watching, 23 likes. Punch the like button. We need the bell. Don't have the hammer anymore. Oh well. That was short circuited, wasn't it? Patricia Powers, proud of myself. Planted my first dirted tank this weekend. It was easy. Off to my plants today. Patricia, wonderful. Whoa, let's see. You're not showing up with a wrench. So we'll just do it again. Now, Patricia, you might not be subscribed to the channel. Sometimes people get knocked off by the algorithm. Who knows why? But check that. Make sure you're signed up. You won't be able to keep a wrench if you're not subscribed. John Sua. Hello, John. And congratulations, Patricia. Proud of you. That's exciting. Good job. Walsroo. Hello, Walrus. It's Walrus misspelled. I call him Walrus. Everybody else calls him Walsroo. I like Walrus. I think Walrus is cool. And he thought it was too, but he misspelled it. And then kept it. Which I would do probably. Tam Shepherd. Callie Logren. Hello, Callie. Thank you. The t-shirt is the Aquashella t-shirt, which was given free to everybody who bought an $85 ticket. So isn't that cool? And this is the credentials for being an exhibitor or whatever. And I put my sticker on front of it. The picture is this. So it's the same. And I'm wearing my brand new Tommy Bahama Florida shirt. Triple J. Hello, Triple J. Saying I've heard of people using fruit-flavored Tums as it is calcium carbonate. I haven't personally. It'll work fine. It's got sugars in it, which could cause a problem with ammonia, actually. But if you've got a lot of biomass in there, it'll take care of it. This is interesting. Chris Trapp is saying, what type of salt water do we need in our lives? Well, I'm glad you asked, Chris, because we're going to do something. We're going to start something this week, and I'm going to do it on video. I'm going to break down. Let me show you. I'm going to break down these two 29-gallon tanks because they ain't doing much. I've got to find a home for the salamanders, which I will do, and then break them down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert them into salt water. One of them will use the existing substrate. I want to demonstrate that substrate can go between fresh and salt water. And the other will have a brand new substrate that I am going to collect from the bay, maybe even the Gulf. So it'll be a natural live substrate. And I'm going to get to that. I'll start cleaning them out this week. I'm going to break them down totally, set them up all together, and try to bring in enough water. If I can get some help, I'll bring in natural seawater for them. So that's that idea. We'll try to do them as a natural tank and then explain the process along the way. So if you can't do natural things, we'll be able to help you do it anyway. Brad Hobbies, can't wait for you to go out and collect plants. Well, yeah, Brad has a saltwater tank. He's been showing off on Discord, and it is stupendous. He's talking about macroalgae as well as rooted plants that grow here in the Gulf locally. So once I get collecting, I'll be getting some of those. I need to figure out my GoPro. It got kind of lost and be shoveled. I may wind up having to buy another one. I don't know, but we'll get it going. Tam Shepherd. Let's see. Triple J. Uh-oh. What are we talking about? And diabetes. Mine did pretty well. Big City Bettas. Never bred on this scale before. It's exciting and all-time consuming. Good job, Big City. That's really exciting. I think we ran into a comment she made a few days ago about suddenly having a huge number of baby bettas. You can grow them out together as a colony until they get full grown. I mean, they'll do fine together, and the males will not beat each other up. Once you separate them, you're done. Oh, by the way, I need to show you. I have to wait for him to come up front. I brought two bettas back from Coachella, a male and a female, from a farm in Colorado. And they are the prettiest bettas I think I've ever seen. Got to wait for them to come up front. They've been moving around. I've got them in the 30 long. I took the other bettas out, so they would be by themselves. And they're foraging, I guess. I'll keep an eye out. Once they come up, I'll show them to you. Big City. Setting up today for this month's betta spawns. Last month got 13 successful spawns. Going to try for 15. Hoping to have a few thousand fry to raise in summer tubs. Wow. Very exciting, Big City. That is super cool. Proud of you and happy for you. And I know it's going to work out brilliantly. Just incredible. Waltz, I love the name explanation. What are you talking about? Oh, well. My fish mod friends. Didn't see that. My fish mod friends. And I don't see it going back. Well, I don't know. Fish mod. Brad Hobbies. Join Discord to find laughter and great friendships. Absolutely. If you're not there, you're really missing out. You really, really are. Just come on board. It's fun. Oh, Patricia said she's doing this all by herself. What are we talking about? Thank you. Let me back up. Posted the Discord link. Don't know how to respond to you and don't know anything about Discord. Okay. Well, you're going to teach you. You're going to do it. Patricia Powers. I guess they got it worked out. I don't know. I'm just going to move on rather than spend half an hour finding something that I won't be able to find. Brad Hobbies. Okay, Brad is helping Patricia, so that's great. And there will be a dozen other people helping Patricia before it's all over, if needed. If needed, as needed. Oh, my. Let's see, I wanted to mention some of the folks I met at Aquashella. Oh, my, wasn't it a kick? Jessie was there, and she brought two of her little dogs, or two dogs, I should say. And they are delightful, little porgies. Porgies, I think. Delightful little dogs. Great fun. Nice to see her. Science gal was there. Got to meet Carrie. She's a little tiny thing. She's about 4 foot tall. I mean, really little girl. And just enormously kind of helping everybody all the time. She was a thoroughgoing delight. And it was such fun meeting those two absolutely wonderful women. Another one I thoroughly enjoyed meeting, another of the women was Lisa from KG Tropicals. See this? See this? See this little, it's a safety pin. They ran out of ribbons, and Lisa was the only one around that had a safety pin. She said she always carries a safety pin. So I need to return this safety pin to her, which I'm going to do with a special gift. So look forward to that. Anyway, so Lisa and John, KG Tropicals, they were there. And John was the first one to recognize me and grabbed me and kind of took me under his arm for a bit and helped me feel welcome and get involved. That was a delight. What I enjoyed so much was the camaraderie of the YouTube creators. That was really wonderful, and to feel a part of that and to be a part of that was a great joy. Other people I met there, Ben Oakert, I never really spent much time watching Ben's videos or getting involved with him. Melissa, the woman who encouraged me to go, she's on Discord. Met her there. She's been on the streams here lurking for a long time. Doesn't have a channel, but just a genuinely sweet lady. She met me there and kind of kept me from falling down. I have a lot of trouble walking, and that was 10 miles of walking, so it was a chore. I think my legs are stronger for it. In any case, what were we talking about? Oh, talking about Ben Oakert. I got a chance to chat with Ben, and it turns out he and I are of the same mind. He's reached the point, he said, where he's been through all the techie stuff, and he's done with it, and he wants to do things super simple now. So I'm looking forward to getting together with Ben, doing some stuff with him, and seeing if we really can't knock this ball out of the park and make it clear to fish tubers everywhere that simple is best and it works best. So there was that. That was wonderful. James and Ed were there, Fish Room Fever and Chattanooga Ed, and that was a blast seeing those guys again. They were down here at my shop when it was open last summer with Kenny, Danny Ken, and we had a blast. It was 24 hours of straight out, nonstop fun. Really had a good time. So wonderful seeing them again. Let's see, who else was there? That was it. There was one other person who I don't know. He's a big fish tuber, has a big square beard, real huge beard, very well-groomed man, very dignified gentleman. But I don't know who he was. I'd never really encountered him before. So somebody help me out with my foolishness. I'm sure you'll know who I'm talking about. If any of you saw Prime Time, is that who it was? Let me see. Let me see if it's Prime Time. P-R-I-M-E-T-I-M-E. I got Prime Timer. It's weird. Prime Time. Don't think so. I'm not going to find it there. Who was that? Oh my God, I certainly did. Lucas. I sat with Lucas and chatted with him live stream. That was an absolute joy. Thank you. Thank you, Dale Smith. That was something I've been looking forward to for a year and a half, was meeting Lucas. And it was wonderful. In fact, I need to show you, he had some plants on sale. He had a little booth. And he had one package of plants that I fell in love with. It was a package of a great big huge bag, and I'll let you see it so you can tell me what it is. Now what I did was I bought it, and I showed him I bought it, and he was so excited. I got it home and I broke it down into this and this, and where is it? This and this, and I got it in 2 more tanks. Let's see. I think I put some in here. Got it in 6 tanks. Do you know what it is? Father Fish and LRB have the same haircut. Yeah, that's true. Right there and right here. Magnificent plant. Just magnificent. Triple J is leaving us. Bye, Triple J. Glad you were here. Let's see. Gotta watch my wires here. Let's see. Primetime Aquatics. Is that who it is? Let me look again. Prime Aquatics. Yes. Yes. Exactly who it is. What's his name?
Things that I think will solve 99% of the problems that we have in the fish keeping hobby. I'm also going to give you a bonus tip. Hope you enjoy the video. So why am I doing this video? In this video, I'm going to talk about 2 things that I think will solve 99% of the problems that we have in the fish keeping hobby. I'm also going to give you a bonus tip. Hope you enjoy the video.
So why am I? He's got deep substrates there. We need. I didn't have a chance to talk with him at all, but hope to. Want to be able to. I was most excited to chat with Ben because he's absolutely on board with what we're doing. So that'll be fun getting together. Let's see. James Knock. Hello, James Knock. It's a crypt, yes. Hondurai. I believe that's right. Patrick is saying spiralis or balanza. I don't know. And it was not marked on the bag. Here's the, I think maybe it was. Here's the bag. Huge mother, rare Hondurai. Hudoroi. There it is. It's a Hudoroi. Who said that? There was somebody guessed that. James Doc. Good job, James. Just for that, you got a wrench, James. You can only get a wrench if you are subscribed to the channel. Otherwise, it just doesn't take. It's not like we're saying you can't have it. It's like YouTube is saying you can't have it. Mike McKay, 1 year, no water changes, 0 nitrates are among you. Thanks, Father Fish. You betcha, Mike McKay. You are now wrenched. Nice to have you with us, and thank you for that. You know what I was thinking about a few minutes ago when I was listening to that wonderful intro? I'm going to start posting a number, and we're going to increase that number every time somebody says they've done a new substrate, a Father Fish substrate, and have a successful channel, even if it's not successful. I'm going to post those numbers. I'm going to do it on my channel, and we'll mention it every chance I get. I know it's well over 1,000 because I had the shop for 10 years, 20 years, and was teaching it to everybody who came in there. And there were certainly hundreds of people. And there have been hundreds here. So we're going to start at 1,000. And we'll go up from there. So every time somebody says, I've got a YouTube channel, I got a YouTube channel. I have a dirted substrate, a Father Fish dirted substrate, and I love it, or I hate it, I'm going to post it. So far, we've had 2 failures. Out of the 1,000 successes, 2 have failed. And I know why. It's because they stirred up the substrate. They didn't leave it alone. They went in there and tried to clean it. Oh. And that doesn't work. You can't do that. So anyway, we'll count those as failures. And we'll count them. That's fair. Even though. All right. And I'm going to figure a way to frame that. Gene Campbell is saying Jason has a great video on how to build a basic stand. Love it. Love him for it. Now how I hold my tanks. Jason and Joanna from Prime Time. There it is. Jason and I need to put that now. Prime Time. Jason and Joanna. Thank you for that. I need to turn the fan on, guys. Sorry if it rumbles. I'm getting cooked here. I'm in a little corner, and there's no air circulation. So with the fan, it helps it. Move the air a bit. All right, where are we now? Affinis is here. Hello, Affinis. Oh, James Duck is Affinis. Got it. Okay. Affinis is active on Discord. Owned a store, or owns a store, and just enormously helpful, real knowledgeable, absolute good guy, and very, very helpful. So happy to have him there. Oh dear. Chris Trapp, think how many failures Petco and PetSmart and so forth have daily. God knows. It's about 100%. We need to do that. That's a good idea. Let's do a comparison. Everyone who says they failed or knows somebody who's failed at Petco, we're going to put that number up as well. So we're going to do Father Fish and Big Box Store. Success and failure rate. Success rate and failure, success rate and failure. I'm going to put that together, and I'll find a way to post it. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet, but we're going to do it. That's a great idea. We're going to have fun with this. Post. Let me make a note. Success, failure, big box versus Father Fish. Terrific idea. Maria X Knox. Hello, Maria. Discover your channel today. I'm really impressed by the detail of your explanations. I feel I understand more after just one video. Bravo, Maria, and thank you. I don't think anyone's ever said that. We just turn you blue. I hope you're signed up on Father Fish so you can actually turn blue. Delighted to have you with us. Plant Life Project. Wonderful. Thank you for coming in. Happy to see you. I'm going to turn Plant Life Project blue. Plant Life has a channel. Post your link, please. I'm delighted to have you here. He has a channel on bringing house plants into your aquarium, and it's amazing and wonderful. He solves all the problems and has fixes for all the plants that need to be essentially treated as bog plants. Just amazing, delightful, something anybody can do, but you need some guidance, and he provides all of the guidance for this. So please check out Plant Life Project. Patrick Rivers saying he loves his videos. Do post your link. Jane Campbell, I've tank switched to your method for 6 months now. This morning decided to do a maintenance day. Tested water in the heaviest fed tank, and it's perfect. Thanks for encouraging me. So there's what, 3 or 4 today? That's amazing. Emily Stevens. Emily, talking about big box, it'll even tell you the things you need to know. Can't help myself but help new fish keepers when I'm there. Oh, I know. The best way to help a new fish keeper in a big box store is to help them find an alternative source for fish and plug them in. Plug them into to the fish fam. Plug them into Father Fish, to Discord. Get them over here. Get them getting the kind of information that's going to be helpful. Bates and Genetics is saying you had a Petco tank with 4 inches of gravel. You were smart enough to do that, Bateson. That's really the minimum. 4 inches of gravel will give you a deep substrate adequate to be able to maintain a system that'll break down waste. 4 to 6 inches. Let's see. Bateson now has 20 tanks strong and dirted. Good job, Bateson. Thank you so much. Somebody post a plant life for us, please. Post the link. All of these moderators here and I don't have a moderator. Oh well. CM, missed your morning lives. I know I missed doing them too. The reason I'm not doing them, and I explained this at my last one, I'll explain it again. I am going to do at least a weekly, and maybe twice a week. I found that doing live streams every day for 15 months absolutely killed my channel. The algorithm does not acknowledge live streams as a video. And so for purposes of numbers of the algorithm, I was not posting for a year and a half, nearly that. And so my per diem views went from 5,000 a day to 500, which of course destroyed me financially and wrecked the channel. So I'm trying to get that built back up. I need all the help you can get. Please check out some of the new videos and share them if you can. Any video you share is worth 100 views. It's a really big deal to share a video because that gets the channel in front of people who would not otherwise ever see it. And that's the problem. The algorithm is not sending my videos out to anyone who is not aware of my channel. Only the people who are subscribed. And only about 10% of those know when I post a video. So I'm in serious trouble on my channel. And I really need your help. And the best way to do that is to share. Share a video. It'll get a bunch of new people coming in looking. Hopefully they'll like what they see and become subscribers and followers. So please, I need all of you to help with that. It's absolutely critical if I'm going to get this channel back to where it was a year ago. Aquafunk is here. Aquafunk was at Aquashella. Had a fun time with them. Let's see what he says. Try deep substrate and fail spectacularly because I can't keep my hands out of the tank. But because I can't do wrong, I'm going to blame you. We will put Aquafunk in the fail column. And he's absolutely right. If you get in there and muck around, start stirring things up, you will destroy the tank. You can't do that. You absolutely have to leave it alone. You can plant things in it, that's fine. You can even pull plants out, that's fine. But you can't stir it up. Don't do that. You will ruin it. Aquafunk, happy to see you, my man. Oh, Craig Broderick's going to see T-Bone. Oh, no. Melbourne went back into lockdown. How terrible. Here it is, Plant Life. His channel, Learn How to Grow House Plants in Fish Tanks. Spectacular. Do pop over there and check it out. Great, great channel. 2 others while I'm at it. Michael Jensen's Aquatics. Michael Jensen. I have a video on him. And Garrett Everett Blackwater. 2 absolutely spectacular channels that are getting little or no play. Somebody post the links, please. And do get over there. Check my channel. I've got a video on each of them. and they're wonderful and well, very deserving of your support at this Plant Life project. So happy to see Plant Life and hope you'll get over and visit Michael and Gary. Jordan Fish Tanks. Hello, hello, Jordan. Roman Chirac. Roman, I've recently lost my zeal for the aquarium hobby. My aquariums are looking neglected and sad. Maybe because the fish store was closed for COVID. How can I rekindle my interest? You know, Roman has done some pretty cool stuff. He was one of the first to do a resurrection tank, and he used a refrigerator tray and got some stuff going in it. Had to take it outside because it was just growing so wild. I tell you what, Roman, you've set up deep substrate tanks. So the deal is your tanks are not going to go anywhere. They're going to be there and they're going to be fine. They can take being ignored. Walk away from it for a while. Do something else. Those tanks will be fine. The minimum effort you put into them will be fine. And what you will see if you do that, you will begin to take interest in what's happening in those tanks because you'll see a natural process occurring that will rekindle your interest in what's going on in those tanks. Here's the trick and the secret. The secret to keeping your excitement and joy up about your aquarium is not what you do in the aquarium. It's what the aquarium does all by itself. What the natural process is that's going on in that aquarium. Focus in on that. Get plugged into that. Become aware of what's going on in that tank and let it happen. Let it go on. You know, I might even include in that a massive algae growth because massive algae is nothing destructive. It is very constructive. It may look messy and you may not like it and you may need to clean it out, but if you will leave it, it won't be permanent so long as you've got some other plants in there. It will be there for a time and it will go away. But it will add immeasurably to the life force of that aquarium. So, all I'm really saying is pay attention to what's naturally occurring in your tank. Once you have a deep substrate, then you have a life force working. Then you have a natural process that's occurring. Become aware of that natural process. Roman, you've done this. You did this in your resurrection tray. Now do it in your aquarium. If you don't have any deep substrate set up, go ahead and do one. Just do one. And then walk away from it. It'll take you an hour to set it up. And then walk away from it. Put some plants in it, put a few fish in it, and let it go. And as you walk past it, you'll notice, what's that? What's that? What's that? And you'll start noticing things occurring and taking an interest in them that will, in fact, rekindle your interest in that aquarium. So again, it's not what you're doing in the aquarium that's of greatest interest. It's what that aquarium is doing in and of itself, all by itself. Pay attention to that and your excitement will increase. I'm looking over here for this betta and he hasn't shown up yet. Where in the world is it? We're going to have to go in there and find him. Let's see. Let's see if we can find him. I really want to show you this. Oh, where are you? That's the female. Look at her. Here's the man. Isn't she gorgeous? These are relatively tiny fish. I'm a little concerned about that. So I need to get them beefed up. That's a pretty female. And the male is hiding. I saw him this morning and I was in here. Well, he's doing a good job of hiding. Huh. Wow, that's odd. It's a little girl. There's a look, pygmy sunfish. Where are you? It's hiding. Doing a good job of it too. Well, this is supposed to kill you. I can't even imagine. There he is. I see him. He's up in the back. Here he comes. Get out here. There he is. Look at that. Look at that. And when he flares, he has the biggest tail. It's just really amazing. Come on up here. What I really liked is he's coy with iridescence. Is that pretty or what? I don't know. He's not acting right. I'm not happy about that. I don't know what his problem is. So, Roman, hope that helped. Bateson is asking about sparkling water for CO2. Soda water, just plain soda water. It is, buy it in the little tiny, I guess they're 8-ounce bottles, whatever that small bottle is. 1/2 of that bottle, 4 ounces, in a 50-gallon tank every 3 days. So one bottle in a 50-gallon tank lasts a week, which means you're not going to want to buy more than that, because once it gets down, all the CO2, all the extra oxygen is released into the air in the bottle. So get the small bottles. 1/2 of one. Yeah, and I will do a video on that. I've not been doing it, and I probably ought to, just to show. I'll do it in one tank. I'll buy some. Here's that. Look at this. Here he's out now. Amazing fish. I looked at those fish and it just really knocked me for a loop. I was so excited about that. Let's see. Let me move on. Jordan Fish Tanks. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Wayne Todd. Now I've lost everything again. Farhan Sazali. I thought a fish. I'm from Malaysia. I just want to say thank you for your knowledge and for saving my tank. Thank you so much for we're going to turn you blue. Make sure you are signed up to the Father Fish channel so that so that your wrench will show up. Let's see. Let me get back. Ram John Jan. What causes hair algae and how to get rid of it? Can you get some tips on growing up fry from small to adults? Leave them with adults or separate them based on experience. Ram, let me start out with the hair algae. There's a tank full of hair algae that I'm having trouble with. I got to get some fish in there that eat it. So everybody, here's a tank that does not. I had it in here at one point and it's gone. So it is possible to get rid of it. I just haven't tried in that tank, but I will. So far as the, and I don't have any good clues. Maybe somebody else here does. It's odd that I've never had a hair algae problem, but I never in 70 years had a hair algae problem until this day. And now I do. And I don't know what to do about it. Help someone. A simple thing like that. So it ain't like, years of experience teaches you everything. It teaches you what it teaches you. I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. And that's something I don't know. So help. Somebody said my hair's like Lucas's. Actually, it is. His is longer than mine. Oh, feeding babies. Make sure you find a food they'll eat. They're all kind of babies. Try to get some sort of live food. Microworm is a good culture for baby fish, and that's an easy one to do. Let me show you my microworm culture. And this is been set up for about 4 weeks. And I used rice as the medium. I'm putting oatmeal on top of it to keep it because it's getting a little wet. But you can see all the worms up at the top here. This is all microworms. And I have a little, I don't know where it is. No, I'm not going to find it. I use a little paintbrush, little tiny paintbrush to take them off and feed them. And I need to feed those to my bettas. I don't know where my paintbrush got to. Let's see. Here, I'll do it this way. Just use my finger. And that's a good bunch. And then, and there they go. And I think I'm going to kind of dip down in it a little bit. I've got gnats flying around this thing already. A little bit on the top. So you can't see it. It's microscopic. But there are now millions. I can sort of see them. You might be able to. No, it's a pretty rich culture. I got to get this covered quickly before the gnats get in it. Not that they really ruin it. They just take over, and you wind up with gnat larvae rather than microworms, which the fish also eat and love. I have little tiny pieces of black gravel all over my floor here from Lucas's crypt, and I'm crunching it. Oh, all right. Let's see. 3G. Set up a dirted substrate per your instructions. Having a lot of gas off. It's been set up for months. How long can I expect this? Months is a long time for it. Generally, it's 4 to 6 weeks tops. And it probably is that. It probably just seems that long. But it will clear up, and it's not going to cause a problem. If you want, you can go in with a stick or a pencil, go down about 2 inches, and just kind of move it around a little. You want to be careful doing that because you can create a problem, a worse problem than you've got. The air will stop. It's not dangerous. It's not toxic. It's not going to create a problem. It really is nothing to worry about. J.O. Productions. Good morning from Labrador. I'm a young hobbyist, close to 5 years, thinking about making a YouTube channel. Wondering if you have any advice. Love your channel. Well, J.O., jump in and get to know people. Follow other people. Chat with them. Go on live streams. Get to know folks. And talk as much as you can about what you're doing. Invite people over. You have to promote yourself or you will languish. It's not good enough just to make videos and sit there. Nobody's going to see them. You need help for that to happen. And the way to get that help is to be supportive of others. I think that's the lesson of YouTube. You have to pass it on and pass it down. As much as I can, I pass it down. And I depend on people who have bigger channels than mine to pass it down to me. Very few do. They really don't understand. That's a lesson we need to teach. We need to teach YouTube, and I'm going to do this. And I'm going to be doing it in some ways that maybe some of you will not consider very nice. But a lot of the big YouTubers don't understand the responsibility they have to pass it down, to get to know what's going on in small channels, and to be supportive of them. If Jason did not found me a year and a half ago, I would still be dead in the water. Absolutely would. No question about it. Pass it down and get involved. Become part of the community. Get on Discord. Get on other people's channels. Follow all the live streams. Get people to know you, and they'll look at your channel and it'll begin to build. You have to do it. You have to reach out. CM, thoughts on having a tank outside? I'm in Texas, worried about the heat. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. The heat's not going to affect it. By all means, put a tank outside. In fact, put a tub outside. Get about a 40-gallon tub and put it out there. You'll be astounded and amazed. It'll be delightful. Garrett Everett's channel. Good job. Thank you, Chris. Mike McKay, how do you feel about a slow flow under gravel filter, then dirt and a thick substrate? I think you're looking for a mess. Under gravel filter counteracts what you're trying to do. It is counterintuitive. It achieves exactly the opposite of what you're trying to achieve with a deep substrate. You cannot combine the two methods. You will destroy both. It does not work, because you're doing the opposite of what you're trying to do in either case. In whatever direction you're going, you're doing the opposite. So it's two things that conflict with each other. You can't put them together. They will always be in conflict. The whole idea of the deep substrate is to prevent water from flowing through it, to let it go through naturally. The whole idea of an under gravel filter is to force water to flow through. So obviously, you don't want to do both at the same time. Even slow flow, doesn't matter. Bateson said I had a crash a while back, added another inch of sand, and it settled out about 2 weeks later. So, Bateson, absolutely. If you're having a problem in your tank, you got a deep substrate, add an inch of sand. Just put 1 more inch of sand in there, and it will solve the problem. You're not going to have the problem anymore. It's really that simple, folks. It really is. This is basic stuff. This is elemental stuff. This is the way the world is made, and it ain't made on complexity. It's made on simplicity. Believe it or not. All right, we'll move forward from here. I'm back at like 9:46. I'm about 15 minutes behind. So let me get caught up a little. Tam Shepard said mine's been set up since February and still burps occasionally. Yeah, it's not an issue. Ram Jane, did I give you a wrench? I did. But it didn't take. Here we go. Ram John, you now, Jane, John, Jane, I call it. You are now wrenched. Peeps lost sheep. I wish I could have a tub outside, but I wrecked. And they won't let me have one. Put something on the windowsill. Even if it's a little jar. Just put something somewhere that'll allow you to have a tank that is supported by sunlight. That's kind of the key. Wrist trap. If I were trying to cool a tank with ice cubes, could a fish get stuck to the ice cube? No, but you can kill it. Too quick a temperature change, even if it's too hot, will kill the fish. Don't do that. Do not drop the temperature with ice cubes. It will kill the fish. I speak from personal experience, which is generally the case. When I say something, I say it because I know what I'm talking about because I've done it. I don't even want to tell the story, but I guess I will. I had a 200-gallon tank full of 6, 8, and 10-inch frontosa. Had about a dozen of them in it. Big, beautiful frontosa. Had one of these fancy heaters with a separate electrode in it that gauged the temperature that fell out. So the temperature gauge was gauging the temperature of the air and kept the heater on. It got up to 100 degrees. I looked in there, the fish were all like this, not moving, just perfectly still. I started throwing ice cubes in it, cold water, killed every one of them. Every one of them. Don't do it. Just take the heater out, whatever it is, let it drop naturally. If it's happened that way from natural sunlight, cover it. Just shade it. Put something over it to shade it, to keep the sun off of it. Let it drop naturally. That way your fish's body temperature will drop naturally. You won't be shocking. Do a jar. Absolutely, peeps. Do a jar. Maple Street hurt his finger, almost healed. Might need some gloves for the pickerel. All right, moving right along. Am I at the bottom? How did that happen? Just appeared on YouTube. T-Bone. Peculiar T-Bone. I don't know. Peeps, I think you gave me the wrench by accident. No, I did not, Peeps. We give a wrench out to everybody who is supportive of our channel and wants to be a member of the club. So you are now a member of the club. If you want to turn it down, if you really don't want it, all you have to do is unsubscribe and it'll go away. We hope you don't, but nevertheless. Maple Street. Did you see anything in Aquashella beneficial to the hobby as far as keeping natural aquariums? I saw a couple of things, not much. Someone was selling leaf litter. I thought that was interesting. Somebody else was selling bags of high-grade charcoal. I thought that was interesting. Didn't pertain precisely, but interesting. Nobody was doing deep substrate. Nobody. I think I'm going to have to do a booth at the next Aquashella. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I think it's in Chicago. But I'm going to have to do it. We'll have to do a deep substrate. We'll sell the dirt. Whatever. I can take one up. I can take the 40. If I have somebody with me, we can do that and haul it in. Or the 30, rather. Whatever. So basically, no. Did not see anyone there doing anything particularly helpful for saying natural. Now, a lot of people were saying natural aquarium, but all they were really doing was putting a lot of driftwood and plants in a bare tank. Maybe a 1/4 inch of sand or gravel. But that was it. It was not by any stretch a natural aquarium. I mean, there isn't even an understanding in the industry at large as to what a natural aquarium even is. So we got a long ways to go, guys, and a short time to get there. Mad Turtle. Hello, Mad Turtle. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah, Jane Campbell is saying beautiful. Bettas are beautiful in clear jars in the window. That's when you see their true coloration. Absolutely. Sunlight on a betta is spectacular. And that's a great thing for you to do in your jar tank, peeps. Put a betta in there, or any little tiny fish, any nano fish, and you'll be amazed at what the sunlight will do for its color. How deep substrate for a 40-gallon? Well, let me show you. Here's my 40-gallon. I've got 4 to 5 inches. Deeper than you need it to be. But there it is. That's 4 to 5 inches. Started out with 1 inch of dirt and 2 inches of sand. I've added sand along the way, once or twice. And you can see the dirt has moved up and is fully populated, the substrate. And it's got plants in it that are doing wonderfully. I think the reason I've got the hair algae is because I used it as a mother tank and pulled a lot of plants out. So the hair algae kind of took over. And I've just got to get it. The problem is, the more I pull it out, the faster it grows back. So I need to get other plants in there. And then some more neorites to try to clean it up. But there's 2 to 1. 1 inch of dirt, 2 inches of sand is a good start. And then add as needed. Mad Turtle. Are wave makers bad for the natural aquarium? Just to get a gentle flow. No, they're not bad at all. They're not necessary, but they are. I think it's always good to have a little circulation. Even a pond has a little circulation. It has natural convection that occurs from warm and cold, which you don't get in a fish tank. So, yeah, a small pump. I use sponge filters for that to get a little water movement going. It's not critical, but makes me feel better. Chili reservoir is perfect, peeps. Absolutely perfect. Why not Wyoming? Hello. Good to see you. What are we here? We're at 58 here. Nice going, guys. Appreciate it. Emily said, if you go to Aquashella, I will go. I'll take you up on that, Emily. Where are you? Maybe, I'm going to have to drive. Where are you? I'll talk to you later. We'll get together on this. I'll tell you frankly, having Melissa there was such a blessing and a benefit. because I'm an old man. I'm 80 years old. I have a lot of trouble with a lot of walking. It also helped to have somebody to hold the camera. That was a big deal. So, yeah, I'll take you up on that, Emily. Deborah, is it okay to feed your fish mosquito larvae? Absolutely. Fish love mosquito larvae. There's probably no better food for them. If you can get them going and keep your little pool or whatever you got them growing, scoop them out every day. Don't let it go beyond a day. You don't want a lot of mosquitoes around, but it's a good way to create a real mosquito control because it'll keep the mosquitoes from multiplying. It works real well and a great fish food. Put a little something in that water. You want the water to be a little bit foul. Put some grass in it, leaves, piece of lettuce, some old dirty water, something, anything. They'll lay their water in that because they're looking for microscopic life. So they need water that's a bit more aged, not fresh water. You need to age it a bit. Just put some leaves in it, mulch, grass, some dirt, squeeze a filter in it, anything like that. Taping cardboard to the sides of the problem blocks some of the sunlight. Yeah, if it's a problem, just some kind of shade. If you can get like a sunshade, something like a sheer, a curtain sheer, and double it maybe. Those work pretty well. That's a certain amount of light in and blocks a certain amount of it. Emily, I'm a nurse. Well, it would certainly be good to have it. I know you are, dear. I know you are. Emily's very active on Discord and an absolute joy. We've been teasing her for a month about some new lights she has been trying to buy, getting the wrong ones in and so forth. If you saw the picture of the woman looking at a box with the light in it, that was originally used for Emily with a logo that said, "What's in the box, Emily?" Referring to her box with a new light fixture in it. So again, come over to Discord. Join that channel, join the fun. You will absolutely, if you like this, you'll love that. It's straight out nonstop, folks. Straight out nonstop. And you got to have a full conversation. You can even post pictures, links, videos. It's wonderful. Let's see. I'm all the way down. Tam Shepard is going to have to find a way to fly in also. Boy, wouldn't that be great to have a group of us. I'm going to do a booth. So anybody who wants to help me, come help me with the booth. We'll do T-shirts. We'll have it set up. It'll be fun. I don't even know what it is. We need to look into it and get set up for it. It's going to be expensive, but we'll find a way to do it, guys. All right, I've hit the bottom. I'm going to go back and see if I can get back to stuff I've missed. 10:03, we're at 10:19. Oh my word. Frugal Aquatic says, I did a small dirted betta tank today. 30 minutes later, an earthworm crawled out of the sand. Well, you did real soil, didn't you? Good for you. That's crazy, Frugal. A little too big for the betta, I expect, but I hope you have some fish you can feed it to. Natural Aquarius says got 7 right now. Probably be 6 now, 7 tonight. Oh, I saw that failure thing. That was interesting. Let's see. Patricia Powers, I want to get a larger tank, but put it in the exact same location as the old one. How do I do that? I guess I need good, strong male friends to help me. Well, it depends how big they are, but yeah. What you want to try to do, if you've got a substrate that's worth saving, take the water out and get some help moving that tank, unless you're going to just set up the one and break down the other one. If you're going to break down the other one and you've got good substrate in the first one, save it and put it in the new one, and then cap that with 2 inches of sand. You can even mix it up good with the sand. Emily Stevens, I failed with Petco. Leslie's Aquatics, funny you mentioned people using your substrate. I'm currently lurking and setting up my 3rd tank using just that. Haha, good for you, Leslie, and thank you. Wonderful. T-Bone, since I cap my substrate with sand, my plants are going crazy in growth. They're running wild. You go, T-Bone. All right. Plant Life Project saying hello. Did we did. Okay, we gave Plant Life a link. A wrench. That's good. Gene Campbell. We did that. Fish and Tactics is here. Good morning. Nice to see you, Deborah Shear. Deborah says your way is the only way that keeps my fish happy and healthy. Do I currently have a leaf tank? No, I currently have a couple of tanks with a little bit in it. What I'm looking for, I got a bag of leaves, but I don't want to do that. I want to get leaf litter from a pond or a creek or a stream. I want to get live leaf litter and put it in. And I got to figure out what tank to put it in. I can't put it in the one I need to right now because that has pygmy sunfish in it. And I use that tank to catch them. And if leaf litter in there, I'll never catch them. So what I probably need to do is get an outdoor vat set up for the pygmy sunfish. I got to show you this. There's one right up front. There's jet black. See if we can keep from scaring them. And see if it'll focus. This doesn't focus real well. I don't know if you can see him. It's right in the front. If I scare him, he'll dart. There he is. He turned. That's a male. It looks a little out of focus. You can see how tiny they are. I don't see any iridescence on them, but it is male. Only the males get that dark. See, still there, maybe gone. Nope, they're very wet. I do have those for sale on Aqua Gills. Is that what it's called? Get Gills. On Get Gills. So you can, I still have a few to sell on Get Gills. So I will be doing a leaf tank. I got to find a source for the leaves. I've been to a couple of ponds and have not found what I'm looking for. I need good litter that's alive. So it'll come. And I probably will put it in this 30 long. I've also got a bit more back here. This is a tank. They're all hiding there. Oh, there's a few. There's a puckers and rhinos. Look at them. They were all hiding until I put the puckers in. Now they're all out. Buffalo hens. Love buffalo hens. I've got some litter in here. Not a lot. I'm going to do a lot more in a couple of tanks. We should be having babies in here pretty soon. Should be seeing baby buffaloes. Haven't seen any yet, but I'm sure we're getting close. Need to feed them up a little more. The puppers are looking for food. I know exactly why I put puppers in here. There doesn't seem to be any conflict, so I'm happy about that. And I think the puppers are slow enough they won't be able to catch the babies. Here's hoping. The baby buffaloes, that is. And they may even spawn in the litter once they get it in there. So that'll be a fun tank. Ah, Aquafunk, we did his foolishness. Do it again and keep your hands out, and you'll be thrilled. Yeah, we showed the bettas. That's good. Wayne was asking about that. Oh, I've got something here I want to show you. I bought a gift. I don't know who I'm going to give it to. From Roser Child, who does artwork. And I got this thing. It is a piece of what's called lamp art, L-A-M-P, lamp art. It's blown glass, but it's not blown. It's actually done by being molded. And you got to see this to believe it. Remove the box. I am so careful about this. Look at that. It's solid glass. I looked at it and I was sure it was somehow an annealed shell, but it's not. It's solid, pure glass that's handmade, handcrafted in a process called lamp molding or lamp work. Look at that. Isn't it absolutely amazing? I saw that and Buck, I had to have it. I just paid the price to have it. I ought to take that ticket off. I don't want to do it right now. Probably drop it on this hard floor. Which is why I don't want to keep it. Because I know I'll break it. So I want to give it to somebody who will appreciate it and love it and cherish it. And think of me. So that'll be probably someone of the female variety. We'll see how that goes. You never know, though. Not that I'm funny that way, but I do have a lot of guy friends. But I don't think any of them are as delicate as would be needed to keep that little joy and put it back in the box so it doesn't get dropped on the floor. There. Safe. That was pretty nice. Oh, also, somebody asked me, I think on Discord, about a book, and I got the book, Teaming with Microbes. It's a gold award for best book writing. The Organic Gardener's Guide to the Soil Food Web, which is going to pertain very specifically to aquaculture as well. So happy to get this. Jeff Lowenfels. Teaming with Microbes. Haven't even cracked the book yet. Just got it last night. Right. Is there anything I have not covered that I've missed here? I'm scrolling through and I'm seeing, have you tried adding a half-inch worth in? Tam is saying to someone. Roman Chirac is saying, thank you, Father Fish. Even though my 100-gallon has lost half its water from evaporation, my fish are still doing well and looking healthy. You really have lost interest, haven't you? Oh, my word. If your 100-gallon has lost half its water, you've been ignoring it for a while. You might consider adding an inch or two a day if you've got a chlorine problem. This betta is flaring over here. Let's see if we can get him. I hope he turns. Come on, turn. Look at that. Turn, you little bugger. There he goes. All right. Is that amazing or what? I saw that and died. Just died. I've never seen a fish like that. DL Myth, what do you think of dirt, leaf litter, sand, and top it off with more leaf litter as deep substrate? Afterward, driftwood, lots of plants for a new tank. DL, you've got the formula. That's exactly right. I have not been promoting leaf litter. It just somehow sort of escaped me. It wasn't until I ran across Garrett Everett's Blackwater channel that I got knocked in the head with the importance of leaf litter. But absolutely, leaf litter on top of the sand. Absolutely. And make it thick, an inch or two of leaf litter, but not leaves from the yard. You need to get leaves from a body of water. You need to get leaves that are wet, that have already got mycelium living on them. It's a different mycelium. The ones that break down leaves on land, when they go in the water, it all dies. Has to start over again. So you want to get broken down, partially broken down leaves. You get down in there a little deep. Get some of that muck so you have the whole structure of leaf litter going into the tank. Don't worry about getting it dirty. It's going to all settle out very quickly. You got it. That's absolutely right, DL. Thank you for that. Gene Campbell, since we'll be moving, I'm throwing together a series of my setups before tear down. I would love to share with those that are interested. Not all are going to be fish. We have several critters. Are you selling them, or explain yourself, Jane? Yeah, happy to help you promote that. Let us know what you're talking about. Come on over to Discord with that, Gene. There'll be a lot of support there as well that'll help you achieve what you're trying to do. And I'll certainly promote you here. Maple Street, I like using the brush type pipe cleaners for hair algae. It gets stuck in the bristles. I've got a bunch of them. I will try that. My problem is that, well, I'll try it. Somebody else suggested a toothbrush. Kind of the same idea, but the brush would have more teeth on it, so that'll work better. See, I'm talking about toothbrush. I did it for 2 weeks. I guess that's right. If I do it and stick with it, it'll go away. That's the key. Hey, you're absolutely right. Who said that? CM. Doing something consistently will bring about change. Get this. This is really important. I forgot about that. I've known that. I knew that. I knew that back when. I forgot it. Right. Thank you, CM. Absolutely right. If you do something every day, routinely, every day in your tank, do the same thing every day in your tank as a way of resolving an issue. And algae is a good example of that. If you clean it out every day for about 2 weeks, it will clean up the problem because the tank will develop around that. It will respond to the lack of that and find another way to deal with whatever the issue is that the hair algae is dealing with. And it's true with anything. If, for example, you stop feeding for 2 weeks, the tank will produce enough food for the fish to be able to eat it. They will find sources of food, and it'll begin cycling in 2 weeks to create a natural food cycle. Obviously, that does not work with big fish, but with little tiny fish, it absolutely works. Any number of other things like that. If you have a problem, one of the ways to resolve the problem is to get your hands in the tank every day for 2 weeks. Make sure you're only dealing with that issue, just that single issue, and not 20 other things. Don't stir up the tank to solve a tiny issue. Deal with that tiny issue and deal with it consistently, routinely for 2 weeks. May take a little longer. There is a number. There's a magical number, and I can't remember what it is. We'll say 2 weeks. I think it's building habits. It's the same number as building habits. There's a number for that. Now, I don't remember what the number is, but it's a universal number that applies to everything. It's a universal law of numbers. And I don't remember what the number is. 2 weeks is close to it. Maybe a little over, maybe a little under. Don't really remember. Maybe somebody will know what I'm talking about. I'm going to do that starting today. We'll do that. Got to find my brushes. I know I got them. Emily, might be time to get your neighbor hairstylist. Yes, Emily, I will do that. You're right. It's a little long. I need her to kind of trim it to here or something and do the beard. She said when I come back from my visit to Maryland, so I'm due. Thank you for reminding me. Jean. Hello, Jean. Yes. G family from Seattle. We got a lot of friends in Seattle, G family. We're going to make you a wrench holder just so you can report back to our friends in Seattle. What else? Set up a tank using the method. The dirt's making its way to the surface. Turns out I have too much vibration where I live, so it's inevitable. Will this be a problem? No, it will not. Add another inch of sand. Just add another inch of sand. It'll slow it down. And if it eventually gets up there, by the time it does, it's going to be chelated. It'll be okay and won't cause a problem. You also might try the leaf litter. If you can get some leaf litter, layer it with that. That's going to completely resolve the issue. Ram Jane, since I'm watching your videos, fish keeping has become a whole different experience for me. I'm enjoying it since I use the deep substrate. Don't have to do routine maintenance. Absolutely right. It changes everything. It changes everything. Rohan, deep culture, Father Fish. Deep culture, you bet. Deep culture. Let's see. Maple Street talking about his finger. I think I've covered everything now. Let's go to the bottom. See what's new. Oh, I believe the number is 14. Someone else said 21. Melissa said 21. I think it is 21. I think, yeah, 21 days. There's a number whereby in repetition, at the end of that number, whatever you've done becomes stationary, it becomes permanent. It becomes just a part of whatever the natural process is that's going on. Peeps thinks it's 21. Here we go. SCP. Deborah, I got red larvae mosquitoes on the bottom. I used to breed them with just wood from an old tank. Fishes love them. The red worms are, let me get this straight. It's not mayfly larvae. It's another fly larvae. It's not a mosquito larvae. It's another kind of fly larvae. It might be mayfly. Don't remember. Maybe somebody will know. It's not mosquito larvae though. There's that better. It gets fluffy if I brush it out. I use some conditioner on it just to get it to set and then brush it out once it's dry. And it gets fluffy. Let's see. A little over a month for a Molly pregnancy. I've had them go 6 months. I think they let their babies go when there's an adequate food supply, I guess. I don't know what it is. I think you gotta have a rich enough tank that the mother is feeding on microfauna, little tiny algae and the like, and then she'll let those babies go. Otherwise, she's gonna hold them in if there's inadequate food. Oh, he is like a stained glass fish, isn't he? Stunning fish. He's a half moon, yep, 5-color Nemo koi. Really astounding. Thank you, Big City. Just gorgeous fish. And the female is also, so I'm excited about that. I'm seeing another male pygmy sunfish is up here, right there. And I think you might be able to see some blue on it. Yep, gone. They are so quick. There he is. He's moving away. Oh, you probably can't see him. They got a blue iridescence on them that's just really, really pretty. All right. We're running over here. Been so long since I've been around. I'm just enjoying the conversation. A lot of people have dropped off, but we're still at around 50. Let's see. Do you sift the soil first? No, I don't. I mix it good, but I don't sift it. Mickey Mouse plants are breeding, Cynthia says. Thank goodness my angel appreciates them. Oh, shame on you, Cynthia. Shame on you. Feeding her baby platies to her angels. Oh, dear. I hope you're feeling better, Cynthia. Cynthia was having a lot of health issues. She is a sweet young teacher from the Philippines, a delightful young lady, very pretty, very sweet, a really lovely person. And we're so happy to have here today. She's been with us for a long time and has been actually live with us. So nice to see you, Cynthia. Leslie says, Fatherfish have an old aquarium lily that's finally come back to life, covered in hair algae. Any suggestions on how to get rid of it? Or just keep changing the water? Generally, hair algae will grow on dead leaves. Hair algae. That's not true. I'm thinking old man's beard. I'm not the hair algae expert here. Well, you might try the toothbrush method. Just try to kind of peel it off or brush it off. Sunset Jan, how was Aquashella? Delightful. Did a whole opening on it. Make sure you go back and check our opening. Sunset. Did a whole big thing on Aquashella. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Wonderful time. Met so many people. Felt so just really welcome and I think really felt like I was a member of FishTube. That was a real joy. Glassbox Fox battled hair algae for months. Removed it by hand, then liquid CO2 among shrimp and nerite snails. In the end, I had to lower my light and it vanished on its own. That's really the way it is with this stuff. It'll go away all by itself. Might be there for 6 months, but eventually it'll disappear. because whatever it is that's doing, whatever it is that's dealing with, it will deal with it. The biology will change, and it will no longer have a home there anymore. But we're going to try the 21 method. I want to get rid of it. Chronomids, Patrick Murphy. Chronomids. I think it's chronomids. Midge-fly larvae. I think that's right, peeps. I was thinking mayfly. It's not mayfly. Midge-flies. Yes, midge-fly larvae. Good luck with your midterm today, Carolyn. Yes. Big City Bettis, will you be doing more live streams again? Love to pop in someday and talk Bettis. Always wanted to, but then you stopped streaming. We'll do that. I'm going to do Mondays, every Monday. And I may do another day. Some of us have been talking about doing a Friday evening with as a group thing. Don't know if that'll come to fruition. That would include Kenny and maybe some other guys. And I may just team up with Kenny. We'll see how that works out. But probably 2 days a week. Monday for sure. If you have suggestions, maybe like Sunday evening would be the other one. I'm taking suggestions. But I will see you back here next Sunday. And I think we'll just run for 2 hours. Since I'm only doing it once, we may as well. We're at 10:47, another 10 minutes. I think I can hold out for that long. Emily is talking about a planned video. That enthusiast. Yes, we'll do that with Big City too. I'll tell you what, Big City, come on back. Let's do this. Better idea. Well, you want to do mornings. Okay. Next Monday. Come on up and we'll talk about Bettis for half an hour. All right. I'll give you a half an hour slot. That'll be great fun. How was LRB? LRB, that was a joy. Meeting LRB, sitting down, talking with him. Make sure you look at the Aqua Shella videos. I did a couple of them. The first one, on the first day, had LRB, Lucas. We sat down to talk together for a little while. I was so happy to see him, to finally meet him. It was a real delight. Deborah Shear. My plants are growing out of the water. All right. Mike's. Been a while since I've been in. It's painting season. Been busy. Good to see you, Mike. Everybody doing great. Planning a Q&A on my channel. Pop in with questions. That's Big City Talking. Great. We'll follow up with Big City Better, too, on her channel. Make sure you plug into her channel. Friday evenings would be awesome. Kenny has a time slot right after Lucas on Friday that he's talking about doing as a kind of a joint effort. I will get back to him and try to get that set up. That would be wonderful. And we can bring other people in. That'd be great fun. Patrick Murphy, Patricia Powers. Is it one with the RGB LEDs where you can do all different colors? Talking about lights. What's best, she says. You know what's best? What's best is what you don't want. What's best is red. Believe it or not. What's best for the plants and the fish is red. But it makes it impossible to look at the tank. So do a little bit of red. You can mix it in with blues. Blues look nice, but do nothing for the plants and fish. White is what you need. White, bright, white, daylight. Daylight, 2 watts per gallon. Mix a little blue and a little red, so you get a kind of a pinky sort of hue, a bluish pink. and it'll be really pretty. Sunset Jan, yes. Brad Hobbies, burn the Midside Oil on Friday. Okay. Emily hates white light. Dip it down if you can dip it with blue and red. Just cut it back some. Well, white light is the very best light for your fish tank. I know what you mean. It's red light is best, but you can't look at the tank. I got some videos somewhere in red light. It's impossible. It's too close to infrared, I guess. Can't really see any detail. But white is perfect. A little bit of red, a little bit of blue. Cuts that sharpness from the white and makes it glow a little better. Whitefish salad. Father and shoal. I have to go to my day job. Love you all. God bless. Friday night would be great. I need to get back to Kenny about this. Connor, cool. Pleasure to meet you yesterday. Yes, Connor, I remember you. It was a delight meeting you. Such a good time. Enjoyed meeting so many people who recognized me. That was what was so surprising and so delightful. In 2 days, there must have been 100 people who said, "Oh, Father Fish," or I would hear, "There's Father Fish." That was a delight. What are your thoughts on cycling a tank using hardy fish like zebras? Absolutely. I recommend it. Almost any fish will do. Guppies will do. Any kind of live bear, virtually any platy. Almost any fish will do. Just make it a few, just 2 or 3 or 4. 5 or 6 little tiny ones. Not a lot, a little bit. Start small, then you can build up. Deborah Shearer, Father Fish has lots of ladies. I do love the ladies. I do. I absolutely do. And I'll tell you what, I've been single, almost hate to say it, for 35 years. Isn't that awful? It's terrible. Terrible. Finally, in my old age, I begin to appreciate the wonder of women, the absolute wonder and joy of women. Took me a long time. Sorry, girls. I'm so sorry. My fault, not yours. Patricia Powers on my remote. There's a pink color under the white button. There we go. There we go. Talking about our lights. Do I use CO2? Not right now. I am going to. I'm going to start buying some, and I'm going to add it too. Just gave you a wrench, SCB. Thank you so much. Have to go. Awesome, Patricia. Nice to see you. See you next week. And we're getting down to it. Cynthia, see you soon. Know you need to get your rest. You bet, baby. Take care of yourself. Be well. Deborah Shear with a hand raise. All right. While I'm sitting here, the last few minutes, let's take a look at Discord, see just what, if anything, is cooking over there under Fish Talks. Go to the bottom. Some of these guys don't even pay attention to the streams. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. They got a conversation going on there. Well, Ralph. They're trying to teach Ralph how to do a deep substrate. He's got an empty tank here. Let me show you this. Got an empty tank here. He's got maybe 2 inches of substrate. Looks like. It might be a little better than that. Doesn't look like it. But it looks like they're trying to teach him about leaves. Dominic, is over there. Walk through is over there. Some people jumping back and forth. Talking about lighting. He's saying he's doing the MD style. MD is finally beginning to come around to a deep substrate. I think I'll make a comment there to that effect. What can I do? Here we go. Comment. Yep. MD is finally realizing the importance of deep, dirted substrate. Wonderful. There. All right. Let's bring it back here. Just get my little knock in there. Well, I've got it up. I'm going to keep looking, see if there's a comment. Usually, when I make a comment like that, it's crickets. It stops all conversation automatically. It's kind of amazing. Don't know what that is. I think it's because people don't want to say, "Oh, Father Fish, you're full of it." But it does happen that way. It's kind of fascinating. Okie dokie. We're down to 10:57. We're running out of gas here. Chris Trapp. Here's Fern Sazal says, I wish I found your channel earlier. Wasted a ton of money in order to achieve a balanced tank. Can't thank you enough. Thank you for Urban Hafner and I were talking about the lights, not Ralph. Got it. Yeah, we got Urban over here on. That's Patrick's over here on Discord as well. Got people jumping back and forth between them. Funny stuff. Deborah Shear. I did too, so happy I found it. Well, I'm so happy all you guys found me and that I found you and that we are one together. As Patrick Paulson would say, we are one and we are indeed one. Here's to the shoal. And let's bring back our theme song. See if I can find it. It's here somewhere. Don't know where. I'm going to have to go back to it. Let's see. We'll get back on the channel. Go back to music, which is all the way down. Music of Father Fish. And here we'll do this together. Scrolling together. Scrolling down the music of Father Fish. These are all, for the most part, songs that people have written and dedicated to Father Fish. Take a look at the channel someday. It is such great fun. And so many really wonderful, wonderful pieces, including memories. Karuna Koresh did a beautiful piece on memories. Here's a professional piece that was done, including the aquarium. I love my little fishies. Memories. There must be 20, 25. Even included a few others that I thought were great fun for our Nords, who are very entertaining people. And here we go, Fish Family Forum. I got to take it back. Is it at the beginning? It is. We got the volume up. We do. All right. Well, goodbye, all. Nice to be with you. Wonderful to be here. It's so good to be back and having fun with all my shoal friends. Come on over to Discord. We'll be back next Monday. We'll try to get something together with Kenny. If not, we'll do a Sunday night. Love you all. Wonderful to be with you. See you again soon. Check out Discord. Be sure to follow my videos and please, please share the video. Every share is worth 100 views. It's a big deal, especially now when we're being shadow banned by the algorithm. We're not getting down past only 10% of our subscribers. Please share the videos. Get them out to more people. Love you all. Wonderful to be here. God bless you. See you soon. Bye bye now. Need to change the timer here. Total perception, thank you so very, very much. Bye for now.